Precisely. Two best buds, precisely. Drinking beer and talking about stuff, precisely. Bo and Tony, precisely.
Playing and reviewing games, precisely. Tony, I gotta say, you singing is hilarious to watch. No, dude, you're like taking it so serious. You look like Justin Timberlake from NSYNC. You got like the neck roll and everything. You're like, precisely.
Hell yeah. That's what they call me sometimes, Justin Timberlake.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you look so much like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
I could see that. So this is Precisely Podcast, episode 12. Thanks for tuning in, listeners.
We're at a dozen eps.
Yeah.
And it's nice out, man. It's spring here.
It's 75 out.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It really feels good. Drove around a little bit today with the windows down.
Yeah, me too.
I was enjoying it.
Me too. I got a tattoo today. Well, sort of like a touch-up of my Link character on my arm. And it looks good. It's definitely bloody, but looks good. Drank a lot of whiskey last night with you, Tony.
Yeah, we did. Probably too much. Definitely too much.
Way too much. We bought 3 different bottles of Irish whiskey and had to sample all of them. And a lot of samples.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's a good change from beer.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah. Good time, good food, all that. So how you been? How was your week?
Good, man. Pretty low-key week. The week started off pretty slow, I guess, but then, Wednesday picked up a little bit, got a little better.
Hump day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thursday better. Friday was great. And Saturday,
Fridays are always great, honestly. Like, I feel like at my job, everyone is, like, in a great mood on Friday.
Yeah, I think most people are because it's just like, end of the work week for a lot of people. But for everyone, it's the start of the weekend, really.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone just kind of, it's something that everyone has that same kind of feeling.
Yeah, and I love being on a regular schedule with this job. My last job being a bartender, I would, wake up at noon and then go to work at 3 and work until 2 in the morning. And it was horrible. Like, that lifestyle just does not work out. But now I work 8 to 5 and couldn't be happier about that. Enjoy my nights and definitely enjoy the weekends.
Yeah, it's great. I love having the weekends off.
Yeah.
It's just something to look forward to pretty much every week.
I was outside playing with the dogs today on this gorgeous day. Throwing some sticks and toys for them. And it's nice because I got my backyard. I paid someone $45 to clean up all the shit that was accumulated in the backyard. Never actually paid anyone to clean up poop before, but found this company on Craigslist that cleans up dog shit.
Well, what's the name of the company?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I feel like they could probably come up with a pretty clever name.
The Pooper Picker Uppers.
Yeah. Pooper Scoopers?
The Pooper Scoopers, yeah. Either way, it was a relief. I just didn't feel like cleaning it during the wintertime when there was so much snow on the ground and let it go. So now I have a yard again.
Yeah, how many poops do you think there were out there? Because it was definitely a minefield.
There was a trash bag all the way in the back filled with it that was probably like 60 pounds worth of poop. No lie.
Oh, they didn't take the poop with them?
No.
What are you going to do with it?
I threw it in the trash can. Sucks for the trash man. Fucking bag of shit.
Yeah.
Like, no lie.
That does suck, definitely.
There was probably like 200 poops back there. I mean, having 2 dogs. Yeah. 3 months, 4 months of not picking up poop. And, like, once something gets so bad, you just, like, don't want to do it. It just accumulates and, like, your life
perpetually gets worse and worse.
And then you avoid the backyard, which, I mean, during wintertime, you're not really in the backyard. But, like, I have a decent-sized fenced-in backyard, and it's nice to be outside, play with the dogs, pull out my ping pong table from the shed, play some of that.
Yeah, when
drink
it's not
beer,
covered in mud.
Grill. Yeah, I'm thinking about planting some grass seed. We'll see. Little Johnny Appleseed with the grass seed.
Yeah.
So what are we drinking on, Tony? What do you have?
I have Go Out in a Haze of Glory.
Who's that from?
It is from Duclaw.
Oh, Duclaw.
Yeah.
They're from Baltimore, Maryland.
Yeah, they're out of Maryland.
Yeah. I'm drinking Golden Nymph. It's a double India Pale Ale from Thomas Hooker Brewery. And my God, I think this is my favorite beer I've ever had.
It's so good.
It's so good. You tried it yesterday. It's the cleanest double IPA I've ever had. Very smooth tasting, a little hoppy on the finish, but almost has like hints of like mango and orange. A little peachy in the beginning. I would consider it like a New England style double IPA. So a little fruity flavors. But the hops are great on it. The label is amazing. I believe they're from Connecticut. But man, this beer, like I just want to drink it all. And it's 8%, so you can't. It's a strong beer. But like 8%'s my cusp of like ABV. Like I don't usually like beers after 8%. I think they're just too heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot of times it's too much, I think. But
Yeah.
what's up? Why is there so many breweries in like the Northeast? You know, it seems like a really popular spot. Is there something up there that?
I mean, it's like the west coast of the east coast, if that makes any
No,
sense.
it doesn't make sense.
Like there's a lot of like skiing and snowboarding resorts, like quaint little towns and big breweries.
Right on.
Like a lot of pine trees up there. A lot of mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, I mean, New England style IPA can come from anywhere. Is Connecticut northeast?
Yeah, it's New England.
Oh, okay. I'm so bad with
I
geography.
can tell.
Yeah. I know where Pennsylvania is. I should know geography since I work in the shipping department. So, yeah, there's a map in there, but I don't really look at it. So what's new with you? What games have you been playing?
Oh, well, I tried that Ni no Kuni.
Oh, yeah?
I played that for about an hour and a half, and I'm not really into it.
Why is that?
So in the beginning, like, the story was good. I liked that a lot. You know, the kind of movie thing. I enjoyed that. And the animation was really good.
Yeah.
I liked how, I guess it's like anime or whatever.
Yeah.
But I liked the way they did it. I liked the way they told the story, and it was kind of dramatic.
Yeah.
So
It's very dramatic in the beginning.
it gets you into it.
Yeah. Like your mom dies
Yeah.
and you're a little boy.
And then that little guy, Drippy,
Yeah.
he's like a Scottish little,
Like stuffed animal
yeah,
that comes to
something, dude.
life.
Like a little gumdrop. With
Yeah.
a nose ring.
Yeah. A lantern on his nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were they thinking? He's super funny, though.
Well, that's probably the best character in the game.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. There's a town full of them.
Really?
Of drippies and, like, other creatures that all look weird. And they're so funny because they all have, like, Scottish accents.
Yeah.
When you talk to them. They're just crazy. I love that game. It was a game I beat last year, and it was a long game, like 50 hours, 60-hour game. So much fun. I thought maybe you would like it because it's sort of like a Pokemon-like game. Like, you get different monsters to help you fight and evolve them, but you can also attack as well.
Yeah.
So no chance on going back to it.
I probably won't, honestly. I just feel like not right now. I'm not into it, so I don't know
Yeah.
if I'm ever going to play it.
I
But,
understand that.
yeah. And then, like, it's like you're, like, barraged with freaking monsters constantly.
Mm-hmm.
That's not...
That's an RPG for you.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that, man. It's like I'm trying to go somewhere. I don't want to get in 5 freaking battles, you know?
Don't be spotted.
How do you not be spotted?
You, like, don't go into their vision.
Well,
Yeah.
the birds just, like, fly right at you.
Yeah.
The other ones you can dodge and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. It was one of my favorite games I've ever played, but to each their own. We all have different taste buds, and I totally understand that.
Yeah, and then I just tried that Spider-Man
Yeah.
yesterday. I like that a lot. I think I'm going to play that.
Yeah?
Probably play that the whole way through, definitely.
So what did you like about that? Because I wasn't the biggest fan.
Yeah, I just like that it's like constant action, you know.
It's crazy action.
I love Marvel stuff. I like Spider-Man. Um,
I'm not.
I like superheroes, dude.
So as much of a nerd as I am, I have never really gotten into comic books and don't care for Marvel, DC Comics, anything like that. Don't really care for the movies. Like Thor was good, Deadpool was good, but they're not my go-to. Like I'm not a fan. So their games don't really like draw me in. Even though I mean, playing Spider-Man, played like a couple hours of it. I was like, this is a solid game. Like the amount of stuff you can do, the amount of different attacks that you have, and then web swinging, like, that shit is so realistic feeling. And like dropping down all the way, you know, about to hit the city, like cars and pedestrians, and then you swing back up in between buildings. So cool how they did that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Like if they just had that in the game, I could play that.
Yeah, well, I think you can probably just roam around.
Yeah, and that's what I did. I was like finding book bags the whole time and unlocking towers.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the first boss battle, hated him. Like I died so many times. I was just like, this sucks. Like I actually had to put it on like easier difficulty just to get past them. Yeah, I know.
It took me like 5 tries, but I got it.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
And I like games like that are challenging. But Spider-Man, I'm just like not really into it. So if you want to play it, please do.
Yeah, I want to see how the story unfolds. But yeah, what's your favorite superhero?
None of them. Just not.
You can't even pick one, dude.
No.
You like Deadpool.
Yeah, but he's not my favorite.
Oh, I was gonna say that the controls are weird
Why?
on Spider-Man
Yeah.
because, like, I don't know. It just seems a little odd, right? When you're in battle and stuff, it's different to get used to. I don't know how else they would have done it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of buttons to press, and like you were struggling with it last night a little bit. Could have been the whiskey, but I was like, hand over the controller, and I sort of just showed you. I was like, it's essentially like a button smasher. Like every button does something, and you can just like attack people like super fast and get your meter up, heal yourself.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
And that's one thing I didn't really like is that you have to self heal yourself. Like there's no like potions or food that heal you that you can find.
Yeah, or even like picking up health. Well, I don't know how they would have done it. So I guess that's probably the best way that they could have done it, because you don't want to be going knock out a bad guy and then he drops health or something. No.
Yeah.
So I think that's the best way they could have done it.
I mean, what do spiders eat?
Bugs, dude. But Spider-Man doesn't eat bugs.
He should.
In fact, there's actually like big spiders that eat birds.
What?
Giant tarantulas, yeah, they can eat. It's called it's like the size of a plate.
A bird killer.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
The bird killer.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
Like
It's
a
a giant
banana
tarantula.
spider.
Is that a thing?
I think so. Sounds right.
Yeah. But yeah, there's big camel spiders. They're called.
Do they eat camels?
No, but they hide underneath the camels.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I hate spiders.
Me too. So much.
Ugh. All bugs, really. Just need to go. But spiders help out, I've heard. They kill all the other bugs. So, it's a good thing.
Yeah, it is population control, I guess,
Yeah.
so we don't have too many mosquitoes and stuff. Gnats.
Yep.
What have you been playing?
So, I beat 2 games this week. I beat Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze with my wife, and Bayonetta 2. Both Nintendo games. Bayonetta 2 I beat on the Wii U kiosk, and it was an amazing game. Super fast paced. Wasn't a really long game, probably like 10 hours. But really, really fun, really exciting. The last couple of battles just like drew you in. You like go into a mech suit, so you're like even more powerful, like killing bigger things. But just straight beat them up. It was a lot of fun. Donkey Kong 2 Tropical Freeze, or it's not Donkey Kong 2. Sorry, I mixed that up with Bayonetta 2. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Super fun game. Very challenging. We were on the last boss, and it probably took like a half an hour to actually beat the boss. And we went through about 60 lives, which is crazy. Yeah. So once you use up all your lives, you have to start over, and they only give you 4 lives. So essentially, we lost all of our lives, had to continue multiple different times. We're on the last boss. Like, my wife was doing really good memorizing things, getting out of the ways of his attacks. And eventually she dies, uses up the last lives, and I'm there, no more lives to be used. 1 heart left. I'm like, all right, here we go. Like, near the end of it, and I jump on his back, and it looks like I die. And I'm like, fuck, gotta do this all over again. And then it cuts to the scene of me, like, hitting him and knocking him out, and I screamed so loud, like, my dogs got so scared. I frightened Kayla, and but so happy. Like, she was screaming too. We were, like, high-fiving in the air. It was amazing, dude. Great game. Highly recommend it. I remember when it came out, on the Wii U, people were like, this is one of the toughest games ever. And Donkey Kong is known to be a tough platformer game. Then it came out for the Switch, and it gave you an option to do Funky Kong, which gives you, like, extra lives. And, like, if you are Funky Kong, you don't, like, get hurt on spikes and stuff, but you still die a lot. So she played as Funky Kong. I played as Diddy Kong, and so much fun. And even after beating it, we have all these extra levels that we didn't unlock. So we went back to, like, the original world and World 1. And there's, like, 2 secret levels per world or island. And we unlocked the first one, which was really fun and interesting because, like, you're literally looking for all these, like, hidden places and hidden things. And just, like, having to search the whole level and, like, seeing my wife's evolution of, like, getting so much better at Donkey Kong and not dying right away, like, was really cool to see.
Yeah, and that's something nice that you guys, kind of started and completed together.
Yeah, and we're still playing it. It's our go-to. With Cuphead coming out, I believe, mid-April, I think we're going to stay on Donkey Kong until then. And then that'll be our next game that we play together.
Is that a 2-player game also?
Yeah.
Cuphead?
Yeah. Super fun game.
Yeah, I've never played it.
Besides that, I played some other games. I was just playing Spike McFang on the Super Nintendo from Highway Tocal, that I traded a bunch of Game Boy games for. That game is so cute graphically. The music's fun. Everything I like about it. But man, I keep dying, and I'm not really sure what to do next. Like, I don't know if I want to keep playing it or not. It was a little frustrating. Like, the enemies don't really matter if you hit them or not. You can just, like, run by them. So it's like, what's the point of this? Like, they drop coins here and there. But you don't need money for much. Like, you can, like, upgrade your hat, which is your weapon. I mean, it's a cool game. I might go back to it. You saw me playing a little bit of it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that hard.
All right. All right. Well, you can play it then.
I feel like you're just not that good at it.
Yeah, I probably am not.
No, I'm just breaking your balls, man.
Yeah, I told you, I was like, I need to get a Game Genie or something, put in, like, a code. Sirens are on our end if you are hearing those, by the way. It's not in your back window if you're driving. But, yeah, it was a cute, kid-like game. Like, you're a vampire kid, and the story is fun, but just the battle system is not. Like, you only have two different attacks, and half the time when you're attacking an enemy, you're getting attacked too, and you just lose up all your lives. So, we'll see if I go back to that one or not. I do like playing retro games while playing new games, just ease your head, like going from something that's more simplified to bigger menus, you know. So we'll see.
Yeah.
So you want to say playing Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play Spider-Man. I'll
Cool.
probably get sucked into that for a while.
Cool. So Tony, I got some questions to ask you.
Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. Do you consider video games a form of art?
Yeah, I do. I think it most definitely is a form of art.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like creative stuff that goes into it, you know.
Absolutely.
All the art in it, the music, you know, even maybe the flow of the game could kind of be an art. You know, different games go together differently.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you that it's a form of art. Anything as simple as a Game Boy game to, PSVR, like they are all forms of art. I just don't think people consider it art. But the amount of effort that's put into each game, just shows. And I'm an art collector as much as I'm a video game collector, and I don't consider my video games art pieces in any sense, but we display them as collectors. We display them like art as well, so even the cover art and like showing off your favorite game, like I have Earthbound right there showing off where all the N64 games you can't see because they're going in sideways, but it's a cool pieces to look at and admire when it comes to the physical nature of them. But even on the TV, it's an art form for sure.
Yeah, it is, and they tell a story a lot of times, and that's that's something really cool. I think it's it's a form of art being able to tell a story nicely, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely. What's your favorite video game, Tony?
My favorite game of all time?
Yeah.
Like, if I had to pick one game to play forever?
No. What's your favorite video game?
I don't know. Probably Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Okay. All right. I was going to say either Pokemon or Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah. Man, Pokemon might actually be my favorite game.
I think Pokemon I could play for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I
think that's what makes a favorite game, something that you can keep going back to, right?
Yeah. And there's so much to do and collect and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So probably Pokemon, I think.
Yeah. So are you familiar with limited run games?
Yeah, a little bit. So, I guess they're a company, right? Limited Run is actually a company.
Yeah.
And then they produce a limited run of games.
Yeah. Hence the name.
Yeah.
Good one on that. So they just came out with the first Wii U game, which is Axiom Verge. It's like a Metroidvania type game. And I was lucky enough to snag 2 copies. One thing with limited run games is that there's a huge market of buying and selling them. And what surprised me with this game for the Wii U is that they released them at 2 different times. They only had 6,000 copies, so 3,000 copies each time. And they didn't have a limit on how many you could buy, which I was very surprised about. So, like, if you were quick enough, you could have snagged up all the copies in one swoop,
Yeah, and then you would have had, like, a monopoly on the market.
Exactly. And you can charge anything that you want. It said if you order 14 copies or more, you get a sealed box of all the carts. So, like, even having that and selling that, is a bigger market then, too. But either way, I was wondering, you might not be able to answer this, but what do you think the next Wii U game will be that Limited Run makes?
I don't know. Do they, like, remake games? Or they totally make new games?
So they don't remake games. They put out games that were either, like, on the eShop that weren't ever a physical game, or like a downloaded game, or a game that came out on the Sega CD and they remastered it for the Nintendo Switch, like they did with Night Trap. So it's games that were already made. They're not making their own games. Like Ukulele, that was a PS4 game and Xbox game, but they released it for the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to see something maybe like Sonic. Would be cool. Sonic the Hedgehog.
On the Wii U.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they have Sonic games on Wii U, like Mario and Sonic. I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic games. I was as a kid, but they're sort of played out and not that good.
Yeah, I think they're fun.
They're quick.
Sonic and Knuckles.
That was my favorite one, Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah, that was the best.
That cart that you can add another cart to the top of it. Have you seen the cart?
No.
Yeah, so it had like a port that you could add an extra like Sonic game onto it to like be able to play those levels then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. There was actually like a little cheat that you could do where you could like put any game into it and like hold down A, B, and C on the start, and you would do the 3D map world where you'd like go around that sphere collecting the orbs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But you could just play that game.
Oh, okay.
It was like the bonus game within the game, but there was a way to just play that game.
So, Limited Run, they don't produce any indie games then?
They're not making the games.
Yeah, okay.
They're the ones that are releasing them as a physical game.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Well, what do you think about indie games? What's your take on
I love them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're usually a shorter game. You know, they're not a big feature. Like we talked about the Nindies last week or 2 weeks ago. And a lot of those games, you know, looked really cool. And I want to play them. I mean, some of them aren't good at all. But like Journey was an indie game. And that's probably one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, I mean, that's great.
Yeah,
And,
for being a 2-hour game, it's literally like that's a work of art to me. You know,
Yeah.
Going back to that.
Yeah, I don't think I've played that many indie games, but I guess I can appreciate them. I don't know. I think I like the, name brand ones more or whatever.
The AAA titles.
Yeah, is that what they call it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I like the AAA titles more.
yeah. You're a basic B.
Hell yeah.
So, what's up with cheese, Tony? I was thinking about this the other day. And a
Yeah.
lot of cheeses, to me, like, are fake cheese. Like, obviously, like Velveeta, fake cheese, right?
Yeah, but it's so good.
But, like, blue cheese, is that even really a cheese?
Yeah.
I know we love blue cheese and celery, but, like...
Well, no, so the blue cheese you get with your hot wings is not really. That's like ranch with, like, blue cheese chunks in it or something.
Yeah.
But blue cheese is real, and it's potent. It's strong, man.
What do you mean? Like that cheese flavor?
Yeah, and it's pungent smell, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, but I love it. Have a couple cheese wheels and crackers, cut them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's all kinds of cheese. Brie cheese. I
What's
don't know.
brie?
I think it's like a soft kind of creamy cheese.
See, I don't like the soft cheese, I guess.
Well, it's good. I like when you get the cheese and it comes in the kind of wheel, and then you just cut off a little bit, or like with that, some cheese you can like just scoop your cracker in it.
You ever see? I forget what country it is, but they like toss the cheese wheel down the hill, and people have to chase it.
No, is this real or what?
Oh yeah. It's like in Austria
A
or
competition?
France or something. Yeah, dude, it's like a mountain that is like a mile long, and they let this cheese wheel roll down, and like 100 dudes are just running after it, like rolling down the mountain themselves. It's pretty fucking funny.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think the reward is just to get that circle of cheese, that wheel of cheese.
Well, it
But
must be good cheese.
I mean, it's a huge piece of cheese, though.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite cheese?
Oh, I don't know. Probably that brie or something. I can't remember all the names of them.
I like a good smoked cheddar.
Yeah, Gouda's good too. Smoked Gouda. But you know what the biggest scam ever is with cheese?
Tell me.
Frickin' pre-shredded cheese packages that you buy at the grocery store.
Why?
Because it's just cheese that goes bad quicker. That's all it is.
See, I feel like that cheese lasts longer.
No, it doesn't because, well, like if you had a block of cheese and it gets mold on it, you can just cut the mold off.
Ew,
If
no.
yeah, you can do that.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, my grandfather used to do it all the time.
Just eat the cheese before it gets moldy.
Yeah, well, you can if you get a big block, man.
I gave up cheese for like a month last month.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm definitely lactose intolerant. And it sort of sucked. Like, I would still eat pizza here and there. But yeah, I gave up like eating sandwiches at lunch, and I was on this salad and chicken diet. It wasn't that fun.
Yeah. Did you drop any lbs?
Yeah, a little bit, but then drinking,
Yeah.
gain them right back.
Were you feeling good though?
Yeah,
More energy or anything?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, my go-to sandwich is roast beef with Munster cheese and a pretzel bun that's toasted. It's the toasting that makes that pretzel bun, the shell of it, like, so crunchy and so good.
Yeah.
And then the cheese melts on either sides of the bread, so, like, that's your lubricant. And then the meat is in the middle, and it just slides right in there.
Cheese is not lubricant ever.
It's like a margarine butter once it's melted.
Alright.
Dude, so good. I'll make you one. I got
Alright.
2 pretzel buns left. So what's your favorite cheese? Brie, you said?
Yeah, I think so.
I think mine would be Munster. Have you had Munster?
Yeah, that's the white and yellow one.
Yeah, it has like an orange rim around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, super good. To me, when I buy cheese, like I love Cooper cheese as well.
Oh yeah, Cooper's good. I like a nice Vermont cheddar. You know,
I love
there's
Vermont
a difference I think between deli cheeses though, and then there's like the fancy cheeses that you put out on a plate.
Yeah. I hate a dry cheese though. You know what I'm talking about? Like the blocks
Oh,
of cheese
yeah.
that are like way too dry.
Yeah, you like the creamy kind of stuff.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But American cheese, that shit's got to go.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. It's not even real cheese, probably.
Right? I think that's a fake cheese for sure.
Yeah. But it's good on a grilled cheese, old school grilled cheese.
Yeah, I would just rather use like Munster or Cooper. So the thing I don't like about Cooper is that you can never peel off a full piece of cheese, right?
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah, Cooper Sharp. And I don't know if they have that everywhere or if that's a Pennsylvania cheese, but
Might be.
I think it is.
They have white Cooper and like yellow Cooper.
Yeah, Cooper Sharp.
Yeah.
Super good. Very rich.
Yeah.
But you know what goes really good with cheese? Beer.
I agree.
It does, man. It's great.
How's your beer? You didn't talk about it. I was talking about mine.
Oh, it's good. It's nothing special, but I would drink it again. It's a New England IPA. Again, and
Hoppy?
6.3%. Yeah, it is hoppy.
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, it's pretty mild.
You got like fruity notes to it?
Not too fruity, no.
Okay. Cool.
Just standard IPA, I think. A little citrusy, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, that being said, what's your go-to beer?
My go-to beer?
Yeah,
Like type of beer or any beer?
specific beer.
Specific beer.
Yeah.
See, I like changing up the flavors all the time, but like my go-to like genre of beer or type of beer would be an IPA. Like a West Coast IPA, not necessarily a New England. Like just a typical standard IPA. So like if I'm at the bar or something, you're saying
Yeah.
like Sierra Nevada Pale Ale.
Right on.
Yeah. Trogs is always usually good, but on the hoppier side. How about you?
Yeah, they are. Oh, I love my Dale's Pale Ale.
Yeah,
I think-
you are a Dale's Pale Ale guy.
That's probably, if you ask me what you want it, if you were going to the beer store and you're like, oh, what do you want? That's probably what I would tell you.
Yeah. That's a solid beer. That's a big beer, though, too, for a Pale Ale.
It is, man, but I just like it.
Yeah. We like kayaking and taking beer with us kayaking.
Yeah, definitely. That's always fun. And so we've kayaked a lot drinking beer, and that's always been a lot of fun, I think.
Yeah.
So what other, great memories do you have drinking beer?
2 years ago, my wife and I went to Asheville, North Carolina, right after I proposed to her. and that city is full of breweries, and we got to try at least like a dozen of them each day. We would go to like 3 to 4 of them, and probably like one of the nicest people, like in a demographic. Like everyone's super friendly. It's very laid back and chill. I remember this one brewery that had really small, like it was really small inside, but you had to go down like 3 flights of stairs. So like you're in this like cellar basement, real like dark and dingy. But they didn't have like big vats of beer. Really small little. Man, I'm fucking. Why can't I think of the word? What do you hold beer in?
Keg?
No, not keg.
Cask?
No, like when it's fermenting.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, well, one of those. They had like super small ones that were like 2 gallon ones. I've never seen anything
Like a firkin or something?
No, not Firkin. Bright tank? No, that's where you carbonate.
Oh, I know what you mean. They're the big silver tank usually.
Yeah. Yeah. So theirs were like 2 to 5 gallon ones. Really cute, but they had like 18 of them. Really nice people though. We went to Wicked Weed. Are you familiar with them?
No, I've never heard of it.
So Wicked Weed is known for their sours. Really popular brewery, and they come out with really good beer. And they got bought out by, I want to say like Labatt's or some big beer company.
Yeah.
And people were like up in arms about it. They're like, oh, how could they just like sell out to like this huge beer company, like a Budweiser company? And I asked the one bartender there, I was like, so what do you think about that? You know, like, are people angry about it? And he's like, yeah, people are angry about it, and they talk about it while drinking our beer, but they're still drinking our beer.
Yeah.
So they're like, it's just like we have different owners. That's about it. Like we still all have our jobs. We're still making the same beer. It's just the owners sold their company and their name, and that's what they wanted to do. And it's like, you might as well. Got multi-million-dollar business. Get out of it. Make a different brewery. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
With a different name.
Yeah.
So good for them. How about you when it comes to beer memories?
Probably like nowhere specific, as far as places, but I think the last or there was like a couple summers when we would bike around a lot,
Yeah.
and just drink beer all the time, and that was great.
Dude, super fun when I lived in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we would just get on our bikes, let's go for a bike ride, and then we always end up, let's stop for lunch, grab a beer.
Yeah.
We did that and stop at a few other bars, restaurants, and
we would bike like 20 miles usually.
Yeah.
And we
Definitely some
always
long days.
stop at the same dive bar, Subway Cafe.
Yeah.
We like get into the city and we're like, oh, you know what? Subway Cafe pizza.
Yep.
We could finish this loop that's 3 miles away, or we could just go off the path and
Yeah.
get Subway Cafe pizza.
And that's what we did, man.
Hell yeah. And they have fishbowl beers. So it's a giant fishbowl of beer.
Yeah, it's just a really big cup, honestly.
Yeah. And it's heavy and awkward to
Yeah.
get to your mouth.
And then we used to go to Anthony's,
Oh, yeah.
little dive bar that had pizza.
Yep.
That was always fun. So those are some of my favorite memories drinking beer, and probably kayaking, of course.
Yeah. I mean, kayak and beer go hand in hand. Honestly, just doing physical activities while drinking beer, so you're burning the calories that you're putting in. It's just a good feeling. On a day like today, we should totally go for a bike ride after drinking these beers.
Yeah.
I got your old bike, too, in my shed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you want to go for a bike
I
ride.
thought that was Kayla's bike now.
Yeah.
The blue one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wasn't that yours?
No, it was my sister's.
Well, you could ride it.
Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to, probably.
Okay.
So you were talking about going to Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite place that you visited?
There?
That you've traveled to? That's your favorite place? I know you were in New York not that long ago.
Yeah, we were in upstate New York. That was a lot of fun too. Their breweries were great. We were right by the Great Lakes up there, and I remember, I forget the brewery name. It'll come to me. But they had this beautiful deck that like overlooked one of the Great Lakes, so you could just grab your beer and go out to the deck and just like be in awe of like Mother Nature. Like that was awesome. I mean, honestly, yeah, I like drinking beer at breweries, like, and talking to the staff. If the staff is friendly, I think that makes like for a really good experience.
Yeah, and if they have some like nice bar games,
Yeah,
Jenga is good, and the sandbag toss cornhole. It's
cornhole.
called.
Yeah.
Some people call it cornhole.
If you got a ping pong table, that's me right there.
Yeah, ping pong's where it's at. That's always fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing some of that. I feel like we should enjoy today.
Yeah, we definitely should get
It's
outside.
nice out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll go do that.
I'm down for it.
Yeah, I could do some ping pong. But yeah, my favorite place I visited, I think, I went to Chicago a few years ago.
Okay.
And that was
I've
a lot
never
of
been
fun,
there.
man. Yeah, it's great, though. I would definitely recommend going out. I never went in the summer, though. I went in, like, the fall.
Okay.
It was still pretty nice. Didn't check out any breweries there, really, but I did go to the Hard Rock Cafe for first time.
Yeah.
And that was fun. It's really beautiful, man. They got a lot going on in the city. Huge city.
Is
right
that
on
the
lake.
original Hard Rock Cafe?
I don't know. I think it might
Because
be.
I know there's one in Baltimore too.
Yeah, they have them every touristy place now,
Yeah.
pretty much. And you can get T-shirts and stuff. They have all that memorabilia
Yeah.
on the walls.
Like here's Janet Joplin's belt that she wore at Woodstock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cool.
Definitely.
A little gimmicky, but a solid place to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind it. Oh yeah.
So we just want to shout out the Gaming Podcast Alliance. And
You can find them at gamingpodcastalliance.com.
yep, it's just a group of guys, like-minded individuals who make great content podcasts, and check them out.
Hell yeah.
So we're going to go out and enjoy this beautiful weather we got today. And you guys have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah. Follow us at Precisely Podcast on Instagram. And Bose_Game Room. And Tony at...
Precisely Tony.
Cool. We out.
We out.